America. Tonight, we have troubling news from down in Cuba.
Yes, tensions are very high in the year of 1962 with the Soviet Union.
It turns out that the Soviet Union has placed nuclear missile bases in the communist country of Cuba.
This is a developing story that could turn out quite devastating and horrible.
Indeed.
It has been learned that President Kennedy has actually been meeting in secret for several days now.
Yes, President Kennedy has now decided to place a blockade of ships around the island of Cuba.
So now to our on-scene correspondent Hope to tell us what exactly is happening in Cuba.
President Kennedy has placed a blockade of ships around the island of Cuba to keep any resources from getting out or imported into Cuba. Just a few days ago, on October 14th, a U-2 Air Force spy plane took pictures of missiles in Cuba. We are now going to an expert on missiles to see what these things are capable of.
No, Mom, I want peanut butter and jelly, not ham and cheese in my lunch pail. Oh my gosh, I'm on. There are currently two types of missiles placed in Cuba. Short-range missiles and mid-range missiles. The short-range missiles have a 1,000-mile range, which makes them capable of hitting any of the major cities in the southeastern United States of America. The other missiles are mid-range missiles, which have a range of over 2,000 miles. That makes them capable of hitting any city east of Denver, Colorado. That gives the Soviet Union a clear shot at the White House, as you can see. These missiles will bring nuclear fallout to whatever they hit. So we're gonna wanna get them out because, if they hit us, we'll melt. So go America.
As you've heard, these missiles are very bad. Now we're going to talk to a local Floridan. Hey Debbie, how do you feel about all this commotion?
Well, obviously we have some missiles in the area, so hide your kids, hide your wife, because they're blowing up everybody.
Well, thank you, Debbie. Now we're going to talk
you're
to
welcome.
a local student about how they feel. Hey Johnny, how do you feel about this?
I like turtles.
All right, well, thank you, Johnny. You're a great eyewitness. Now we're going to speak with a health expert on the possible effects of nuclear missiles.
Nuclear fallout is capable of causing terrible destruction. The half-life of radioactive materials are so long that it would take years for the area of impact to become clean again. A nuclear blast will cause extreme temperature that can easily burn people alive. So, wear sunscreen out there. Darling, you've been playing the piano for hours. You must be parched.
Why, I am, darling. Go ahead and fetch me some water.
Why would you have some water if you could have some perfectly good Coca-Cola? Here you go, darling.
Thank you, darling. Coca-Cola. It's delicious. It is just now in that there are more developing details in this dramatic story.
Yes, it appears now that President Kennedy is actually communicating with the Soviet government.
Khrushchev is asking that President Kennedy remove the missiles in Turkey in hope to show the power of the Soviet Union.
Luckily, with some nifty trickery, we will be able to make the Soviets remove the missiles in Cuba without the world knowing that we gave in to the demands of another country.
The world has come very close to nuclear war that could have killed millions of people in the Northern Hemisphere.
This concludes our newscast of this evening, even though it somehow was able to firsthand cover 13 days of an event.
Thanks for tuning in, America.
Playing the piano for hours, you must be parched.
Why, yes, I am. Go ahead and fetch me some water.
Well, why would you need some water if you could have some Coca-Cola? Well, here you go, darling.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys shake it? Did you guys shake it?
That was bloopers.
Oh my god.